Good morning, students. Welcome to BSc 1 Geology class. So in the last video, we were talking about the life history of Ascaris lumbricoid. Life history of Ascaris lumbricoid. So in that part, we discussed the male and female reproductive systems. Today, in this video, we are going to study the life history, how it spreads its disease, Ascariasis, in man. Let us discuss it. So, Ascaris lumbricoid is monogenic. It completes its life cycle in only one host. It has only one host. Okay, therefore it is called as monogenic. Clear? So the first point is copulation and fertilization. Male and females are separate. Male and females are come to close together for releasing male gametes into the female genital tract. That process is called as copulation. So copulation occurs between male Ascaris and female Ascaris. Male and female Ascaris are morphologically different. Male Ascaris is smaller than female, and its posterior end is curved to form a hook-like structure, and its cloacal aperture has a setae, penial setae, which are used for opening up of female gonopore during copulation. Right now, during copulation, what happens? Male comes to lie, in such a way that the cloacal aperture of male faces exactly opposite to the female gonopore. Now the setae, penial setae of male everted, and they open the female gonopore. Now the male ejaculates male gametes, sperms, into the female genital tract, that is in vulva, then from vulva to vagina to the seminal receptacle to uteri. There the sperms are stored for some time in seminal receptacle. They wait for the arrival of eggs from the ovaries. After arrival of eggs, fertilization takes place. So copulation and fertilization occurs inside the human intestine, small intestine. Okay. So one female can lay about 15,000 to 2 lakh eggs per day. 15,000 to 2 lakh eggs per day. One female Ascaris lumbricoid per day can lay about 15,000 to 2 lakh eggs per day. One female in its life history can lay around 27 million eggs. 27 million eggs by one female Ascaris lumbricoid. See how biologically potential it is. Okay. Next, so these eggs are laid by the female in the intestine of man. Through outgoing fecal matter, the eggs are laid outside the body. On ground. So these eggs on ground can remain alive for months. They can remain alive for about months, for many months. Okay. In such a condition, they can stay alive. Then early development of these eggs. See, early development inside the egg. What is happening? Outside the body. In soil, cleavage occurs. Cleavage leads to formation of blastula. blastula develops into gastrula. Later on, first juvenile stage. It develops into first juvenile stage. First juvenile stage occurs in about 10 to 14 days after the beginning of cleavage. After the beginning of cleavage, around 10 to 14 days, the first juvenile stages develop. This first juvenile stage can remain alive for 7 days. After 7 days, it turns into second juvenile stage. Second juvenile stage. First juvenile stage after 7 days becomes second juvenile stage. This second juvenile stage is very dangerous. Infective stage it is. So this is called infective stage. At this stage only Ascaris lumbricoid infect human beings. Because human beings are the host of Ascaris lumbricoid. Okay, infective stage it is. So in this stage, this Ascaris lumbricoid can remain alive for about 6 months. How many months? For about 6 months it can survive at this infective stage. Okay. Next, infection to the host. How the host is infected. How the human beings are infected by this infective stage of Ascaris lumbricoid. So second juvenile stage. So it gets into the human body, human intestine through contaminated water or food. Contaminated water or food with the eggs of these Ascaris lumbricoid. If our food or water contaminated with the eggs of Ascaris lumbricoid, they may enter our digestive system. Okay, they enter the small intestine. So here in the small intestine, the egg shell gets dissolved by the action of digestive enzymes secreted by our alimentary canal. As a result, the juvenile stages are released in the lumen of small intestine. So next, see, look here. I will show you. I have given you the path of movement of these, the parasites from one man to another man. See, adult Ascaris lumbricoids get fertilized. Fertilized eggs are passed out. After copulation, fertilized eggs are formed. Fertilized eggs pass out from the human beings through fecal matter. Larvae develop in egg shell and molt twice. 2 times they molt inside the egg. Okay, they are swallowed by man through either contaminated water or food. Next, in the small intestine, the eggshell is dissolved. The larval stage is released into the lumen of the intestine. They bore, they cut, they tear wall of the intestine, and they enter into blood circulation. So they enter into mesenteric veins. Mesenteric veins are present in the wall of intestine. Mesenteric vein. From mesenteric vein to they enter into hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein which carry blood from intestine to liver. Hepatic portal vein. Later on, they get into liver. These larvae enter liver. From liver, hepatic vein. Hepatic vein release venous blood into the heart, right half of the heart. So right side of heart. See how they show their wandering, movement from one region to another region. This wandering movement occurs. It takes around 10 days time. Okay. Hepatic vein, from hepatic vein to right side of heart, from right side to heart, pulmonary artery. They go to pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carry which blood? Deoxygen blood to lungs, right? Lungs. In lungs, Alveolar there, they get into alveolar. Alveoli rupture, they ruptured by these infectious stages, and they from where they enter into again. See the alveoli cavity, alveoli from blood vessels, they enter into alveoli where third molting occurs. Where in alveoli third molting occurs. Two molts have occurred already outside the body. Then here in the alveoli third molting occurs. Then from where they enter into bronchioles, bronchioles to bronchi, bronchi to trachea, okay, they come here, trachea. Now when we swallow, trachea to glottis to esophagus, we swallow these infectious stages. Again it comes to intestine. So these stages, these larvae or this the parasite visits the intestine for the second time. Intestine. Here fourth mold occurs. As a result, the adult develops. They grow into adults. Around 500 to 5,000 adult worms can stay in the intestine. They disturb the movement of the food through the intestine. So now they become adults. This is how the parasites enter into host body, and inside the host body they travel different parts of the body, and finally they reach small intestine where they become adults. This is about the life history of Ascaris lumbricoid. So in the next class we shall see the pathogenicity of Ascaris lumbricoid. Okay, thank you.